Dyslexic genius here. What I'm going to talk about is this nice little bearing right here that goes on the endgate of an Edison like Triumph or Home. They had these, and this 60-degree point fits into the back of the manual shaft right here, and it runs on oil. And this is the endgate. But now what happens is nobody oils these, and sometimes these tips aren't sharp, and then it doesn't want to screw in. So I'm going to go over how to fix this. I think I got that one. First, you'll take this and you put it in a drill. I use
pointy side in.
Well, it doesn't matter. Pointy side, flat side.
Okay. You're
just going to come in like this. And all you need is 320 sandpaper. So you'll just take it with the drill, say you want like this. And why are we doing this? Because there's burrs where the set screw went in on the top here. And it makes a burr, and now this bearing doesn't want to fit freely through this hole right here.
So you're removing the burr.
I'm removing the burrs. And I also want to come in with the 320 grit, and you want to take the slot, you want to clean the slot out too like this. File that out. So after you've polished that out, we have to fix the tip. So we do the same thing with the tip, except we might need a file. So if the tip looks good, you can polish it. I've already polished this out with 320, and it'll run, but you'll get burrs right in here from non-oiling. Now, if this is boogered up or flattened out at the end, you can take a file while the machine's running, and you just hold it like this, and you're going to go like that, following the edge right here, and that'll polish it out. And once you've done that, and you go, okay, I got the point tip good, I'm going to take some 320, and I'm going to wrap it around my file, and I'm going to hold it like that, and then I'm going to come in and I'll polish it like this. After we've done all that...
So that puts a tip back on it?
It puts a tip on it. You might have to run the file. You're not going to change the angle, but you're going to smooth out the end. So then you're going to go, that's why we clean this out too. Now, we have this screw. And that screw goes, I'll show you at the end, goes into the end gate. But like this big round washer, it rotates inside this. Now what's happened over the years, this gets burrs on it right here. And you can see here where we had burrs, I polished this out. Well, those bind up into the slot. So then it makes it hard for adjusting. So you just take this, and I do all this on my lathe. And you just crank down till you just get a little tension. It won't flatten those out. Then when you run the drill, you just come in here like this and polish this edge out. And then you can polish this out, and then that. Then you'll come in behind and hold it, the sandpaper very close like this. You just, whoopsie, didn't get that one tight. You don't want to crush them, the threads. And this is, I'm going to get to the point here in a minute. After you polish this one out, and you can look. Are you going? Good. Got that done. Now what you'll do is you'll oil this. Just a little bit of sewing machine oil. This is the back side. This is how it looks when it hooks up. You just come in here.
So it screws into the back side.
And you want this to be able to be hand done. Now we're going to pre-oil this screw. So you run that screw in and out. Then, which nobody ever does, you can see these burrs right here? See those marks on the shaft right there? That's from that top set screw biting into it. And that'll drag on the inside of this hole. And then you can flex out or clean this out too. And you know where roughly that is. We just, one little drop of oil. Put it all the way around the center. And you put the two pieces together.
So you put the edge of that piece into the slot.
Put the edge of the slot. Now, here's the trick. You should be able to run this in with your fingers. It should be no binding. Really, the binding comes from here and here because of the burrs. Now that we have an endgate, and this is where the lead screw is, and this is the back of the machine on the left-hand side, we have a bearing that comes through the casting. We have to set the running pressure. So if we have burrs here, and you want to clean this out too, we close the endgate, and now we're going to make this run. So there's a sweet spot in this. So on an Edison, you crank it up all the way and let it run, and you just hand tighten that up with no cylinder, and you can crank it in till it literally stops the machine, and then you just back it off just a little bit and watch how it plays. But this is critical on these. You have to fix these. And then you just put the set screw in. That's all there is to it. And that's my tip for the day.